Hello, this is Hope Roski with Weddings and Special Events. Well, today we have a bit of Fresno history for you. So behind me you see the beautiful, as the former we know it, the security building, but now it's transformed into the Banker's Ballroom and the Vault. And today I am so pleased to have two special guests with me that I'd like to welcome. I'd like to welcome Chloe Rueda. Hi, Chloe, how are you? Hey, and then this is Charles, and Charles, please pronounce your name. Atikian. Okay, and they're here on behalf of the Bankers Ballroom and the Vault because, you know, we haven't had an opportunity to really maybe take a look at what's inside. We only know what's possibly on the outside, but taking a look at the inside is absolutely breathtaking. And I would love for you, Chloe, to tell us about the Banker's Ballroom and the Vault, because depending on the size of your party depends on which room you're going to get, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Absolutely. So as you mentioned, we are here with the Banker's Ballroom that is located on the ground floor of the Pacific Southwest building. It's truly one of a kind event venue in the heart of downtown Fresno. So stepping into our ballroom, we have 40-foot high ceilings. These are uniquely handcrafted with floral detailed panels. Illuminating our ballroom, we have 5 Williamsburg brass chandeliers with 26 matching sconces gracing the walls. Our ballroom is approximately 9,700 square feet and can accommodate up to 500 guests.
Wow, that is amazing. And then Charles, you have a really good background about how the Banker's Ballroom and the Vault came to be. Can you tell us, because I think that's important for viewers to know how this transition came about?
So the building was originally built in the early 20s, the 1920s, as a bank. Mm-hmm. So after several decades of it operating as a bank, it was shut down, and then the previous owners had converted into a ballroom. So when our ownership took over, we went ahead and continued the ballroom operation, as well as upgrading and enhancing the experience for our clients. So historically, it is a bank. It is a high-rise building in downtown Fresno.
Right.
It's very iconic, very unique, and being in downtown Fresno itself is significant.
Right. Well, what's so impressive is you've had a couple of transformations along the way, and you said there's going to be possibly another one upcoming, correct?
Yeah, well, we always like to upgrade and update the ballroom, for our clients and our guests. So as time goes by, you just need to upgrade infrastructure as well as aesthetics, just to keep up with the changing times.
Well, many special events have taken place at your location and your event center. So what I'd like to do is take a look at some of the photos right now. And if you taking a look at the very first one coming up here, Chloe, tell us a little bit about this one.
Absolutely. So this is a fundraiser that we had. I can talk a little bit about our vendors and.
So this was we have a lot of public and private events. This obviously is a casino night, which is part of a fundraising event like Chloe mentioned. So obviously there's no illegal gambling or anything going on. Everything is for fun,
It's
and
all
all the
legal.
donations and everything.
Everybody, it's legal. This is a fun thing.
But like Chloe mentioned about the ceilings, the majestic ceilings,
Yes.
as well as the chandeliers, you can see how majestic it looks. So
Absolutely.
this is just one event, which we had a casino night. We've had multiple different public events, including State of the Downtowns, private company, holiday parties, as well as our primary events are currently weddings and quinceañeras.
Okay, so those are pretty big. So how far out, because this has become more of a popular place, it's been a part of Fresno history for a long time, so how far out do people need to book?
So we currently do have a few dates left in 2023, and we are booking all through 2026.
Okay, so if you know that you have a special event, you're going to need to get on it here because it's going to go fast. So what is the best way for people to look at dates and see if it works for them?
Yeah, so if you're interested or have any questions, you can give us a call. Our phone number is 559-441-7777. Or if you would like to book a tour, visit our website, see additional photos, you can access those links via our social media, and that would be at the Bankers Ballroom.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you because, you said the limit is basically up to 500 in the Bankers Ballroom and up to 130 in the vault. I'd love to take a look at some of the pictures. The vault has me absolutely fascinated just because of the entrance. It's just, I just think it's pretty incredible. So Charles, maybe you can tell us how it started off at the Bankers Ballroom, but then how did the vault come to be?
So the vault itself, as you can see in this picture, it's basically the actual physical vault. That right there is a little over 60,000 pounds.
Oh, my goodness.
As the high rise was getting ready to be built, that was the first aspect of construction in that building. In the early 1920s, there's pictures of, donkeys and mules digging the hole for that specific location. So for us, what we did was we felt you can't see through the vault door, but there's actually a theater room. That's one of the only private theater rooms in all of the Fresno area.
Wow, so if people want to just come in for their own movie night?
Movie night, we've had companies do presentations and different conferences in the space as well, as long as it's being used for events.
Oh, good. Okay, so it's
business or pleasure.
Right. Okay, so it's very versatile. And let's take a look because to me this is a photographer's dream. I mean, truly. Let's take a look at some of the photos that you brought in, and maybe you could talk to us a little bit more about that. So right here we have a couple standing outside, and this is right there at the corner, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Oh, look at this one. Charles, tell us about what happened right here. This is
So this was actually a non-stage image. As stage as it looks, it's fully natural. So these were the lucky wedding couple that was married that day, and they were using the ballroom for their reception. So what we like to do is allow our clients to use the building and the surrounding downtown area, the historical aspects, as a backdrop for photo shoots. So this was essentially, the weather wasn't that great, it wasn't cooperating, but it made for a great picture.
Okay, and then we have one more it looks like this one was taken indoors, correct?
No, this is outdoors
Oh,
too.
it
This
is
is right in the
outdoors.
front,
Wow.
right off the Fulton Street. So that's at the corner of Mariposa and Fulton. The ballroom entrance is right to the right of the bride right there.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's absolutely
So
wonderful.
especially for the younger generation that is now getting married, downtown, the historical aspect, the arts, and all that are ideal for them to have their event there.
Right.
They grew up in the area, now they're getting married in the area.
And now they're getting,
Yeah.
That's true, and I'm thinking
It's
about
a full circle, sorry.
well, no, that's true, and then we have graduations as well, and all sorts of special events can take place there too.
I think actually Chloe is a high school prom or a formal that's happening.
Prom. I think we have one of each. Formal
Wow.
and a prom.
Okay, so for those of you who are out there in the school system and you want to have like maybe a grad night, what a great place to have grad night. Or if you're looking for a place to do the prom, the formal, really take a look because the downtown area one is just kind of a fun, hip, happening spot. And coming down to the Bankers Ballroom or the Vault is a really great place to be, I think, for any sort of special event. And having it indoors, I think, is great because, especially with the heat, it's so hard to have an outdoor event. To have that air conditioning going on, I think, is a great asset at this point.
It really makes a difference, especially if your event is in the summertime. But having the majestic high ceilings like Chloe mentioned, it makes for a very unique space to have any type of event.
So do you have a list of vendors that you use, or are you all inclusive?
So that is one significant difference between our venue and other venues is we allow our clients the freedom to choose any and all of their vendors. So this ensures that our clients have full creative control of their event.
Okay, so when somebody comes in, let's say I'm coming in and I'm trying to plan a special event and I just don't have my focus, how do you help people come to make their special event happen, Chloe?
So between Chloe and myself, we've worked with almost every vendor in the Fresno area.
Okay.
So they're familiar with the property. They're also familiar with the way we manage the property. So it's very easy for us to recommend different vendors, decorators, DJs, audiovisual people to all our clients.
So you're very good about talking and communicating to them and giving them the list so they can go out
Absolutely.
and find out who they want. And that's so great that you have a rapport with these vendors, because it just makes it flow so much easy for whoever it is who's having that special day.
100%. And like Chloe mentioned, we'd like to emphasize, so we do not have a preferred vendor list. So it allows the client to pick and choose, which means some of our other competition, they have specific vendors for each of their aspect of their, their business. So it doesn't allow the client to pick and choose what they want, budget. Some clients have a bigger budget, some have a smaller budget. So we like to be able to
Yes.
cater to all, clients and demographics.
So is there anything else that we should know about the Bankers Ballroom and the Vault? Would you say before we wrap?
I think, we can go back to the pictures. It literally speaks for itself. I mean, if once you have an event there or you attend an event there, you'll definitely understand the feeling and the emotions that come along with this historic property, this historic ballroom.
And I think you just hit it right there, Charles. It's not just, a place. There's a history, there's a warmth, there's a feeling that when you walk in, it's magical, just majestic. And I think that for the viewers, if you're looking for that special place, especially an indoor venue that's going to offer you just beauty and history, take a look at the Bankers Ballroom. But don't wait too long, because it's going to book up fast, because people know it and people love it. I would like to thank Chloe Rueda and Charles Atikian. Did I pronounce it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Atikian? Yes. I'd like to thank you for coming on the show today. It has been an absolute pleasure, and hope to have you back again someday on the show.
Thank you for having us.
You bet. This is Hope Roski with Weddings and Special Events.